Yeah. What's up with it? Hold up, I feel hold up, I'm kind of blurry. Let me get that right. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, people? This is your brother, Cabrin, the rapper real estate investor. I'm back with another one at your service, doing what I do, baby. We here to educate and uplift, inspire, and entertain a little bit too. Whatever we can do to make the world a better place. We saving the world one investor at a time, something like that. I don't know, but yeah. I'm here. My name's Cabrin. If you didn't know, this is your first time to the channel. Thanks for tapping in. Please like the video if it gives you any value. If you actually like it, I mean, honestly, if you don't like it, you still could like it. I wouldn't be mad at you if you did that. But of course, don't feel obligated. But by the end of the video, I would ask if you get anything out of it, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, and we keep coming with it every day to the best of our abilities. We want to equip you with the knowledge, resources, and opportunities to build wealth through investing, and we focus in real estate. So, like I said, I just thank you for taking your time out or taking the time out to come hang out with me for a quick minute. Try to keep it as brief as possible. And while we're getting into the meat and potatoes, let me cook something up. Real quick, let me see. This is why they call me the rapper real estate investor, just in case you didn't know. Let me see. I'm medicine to the sick, but I'm real ill. I'm heavenly and I'm quick. Yeah, real skilled. I'm the real deal. I tell them to take a chill pill. You can't mess with me, bro. You too little. I'm the big homie. You's a big phony. You don't want nothing. You can't hold me. I'm Kobe. I'm LeBron. I'm Ginobili in this prime. It's my time, homie. Just get in line. I step over the line. I draw the line. I put my name down on the line. That's the bottom line. I'm trying to get profit. Peep in the game. I'm trying to get knowledge. I'm kicking the game. I keep it the same. I'm consistent with mine. Everything I'm spitting is in a different frame, and my brain is, I don't know, forget it. Whatever. I ain't here to rap for you. I'm here to rap with you about investing, especially in real estate. So today we are going to talk about the skills necessary to be a successful investor and entrepreneur, I guess, in general. And I'm about to just make these up as I go. As I mentioned, my preparation for these videos can use some improvement, but the beauty of it is I am I'm constantly learning and constantly, my brain is just growing daily, I think. So I'm always picking up more knowledge. So a lot of stuff is just in me. I've been doing it for a long time. So forgive me if I don't come with every single skill or if it's not all the way right. I'm about to just go off the top of my head, off the skills that I know that's necessary. The most important skill I think that you really should have is people skills. That's in business. That's in investing, especially in real estate. It's a team sport. If you're a stock investor, then by all means, it's a team of one. As long as you know your strategies, as long as you know your systems, and you consistent, and you discipline and executing your investment strategies. I mean, you don't gotta talk to nobody. You could be in your basement nerding away on stocks. Do your thing. But if you're investing in properties, you gotta understand you gotta buy it from somebody. You either got to rent it to somebody or sell it to somebody. You got to have somebody fix it. You got to have somebody manage it. You got to have somebody insure it. You got to have somebody to close on it. You got to have all these are people, and then even how you find the deal. You may be going through a real estate agent, or you may be going through a wholesaler, or you may be talking directly to the seller. Either way it goes, you got to talk to people. And the better you are with people, people like you. People want to do business with people that they like, that they like and trust. So be a likable, trustworthy person, and you will be more successful. Not just in investing in life. It's just how it goes. Matter of fact, they say that in companies, like let's say you were an engineer, they say that if you are not a good engineer, let me take that back. If there were two engineers and one was really skilled Matter of fact, better than the other engineer, but the other engineer has better people skills. He will, the one who has the better people skills will more than likely go further, faster, and growing in the company as far as positions and stuff go. And they've done studies on this to show that that is usually the difference between a lot of people who are highly skilled in a certain area but aren't good with people, and then individuals who aren't that skilled. Have you ever met that person? Are you like the person in school or at your job, and you just like, they get the promotions, or he or she gets promotions, and but they're not that smart, they're not that talented. They're like, how did they do that? It's because they're good with people, they got connections. It's about your network. That's the biggest thing. Like, your network is your net worth. So that is honestly the number one skill. The book, if you haven't read it, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah, that's who wrote the book. Yes, that book right there. Incredibly valuable. Pick it up, read it. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. You can probably listen to it for free. It's one of the old, they recorded that back in like 1950 on like the first recording device ever, and it's kind of boring, but the content is still really valuable. So if you're not, it's probably not going to entertain you a whole lot if you're listening to the YouTube original book of it. But again, pick it up, read it, listen to it, however you can, consume the content. Read it more than once, read it annually, but the concepts in there invaluable and will help you to be very successful. Okay, that's skill number one, people. Skill number two, we will say, is going to be, let's just say, analyzing the deals. You need to understand what a good deal is. If you don't, and it depends on what kind of, real estate, or, even outside, let's say you weren't investing in real estate, even if we go back to the stock example, you need to understand how to know what's a good deal or what's a good price, or you need to understand how to evaluate and to analyze deals. In multifamily and in commercial real estate, we call it underwriting. But how to analyze these deals, you need to understand that. You need to practice that, because at the end of the day, you can buy 1,000 houses, and if you buy them at a bad price, you probably wouldn't even make it to 1,000 unless you just had done millions that you're sitting on. But if you're not buying them right, you're going out of business. You're going to be bankrupt. You're going to foreclose. You're going to lose, and you're not going to be successful. So it is crucial that you gain the skills, gain the knowledge, and see the beauty of that. We go back to the first skill. If you learn how to network and you build relationships with the right people, you can partner and team up with other people who have this skill, that even if you don't have it. So, that's kind of a 2-on-1 where you kind of can leverage your first skill to supplement what you lack in your second skill. And that's the beauty, and that's why the most important thing is your people skills. But the second thing is to be able to analyze, assess, underwrite, and evaluate what is a good deal. Find that knowledge, find that information. Bigger Pockets is a great asset for you to do. Again, YouTube videos galore. No matter what asset class you're in, no matter what market you're in, no matter what type of properties you're looking to buy, there is so many different videos that can educate you on that, and way more books than I could ever possibly name in this video. So seek that knowledge, find it, and practice. That's really probably the biggest thing. Once you kind of learn how to go through that process, go on any for sale by owner, go on Zillow. Just go on Zillow, look for houses that are for sale, and then analyze them. Figure out, okay, if I bought it for this price, figure out, okay, if I rent it for this price, let's see what fees, what expenses are there. Okay, we got taxes, we got insurance. Okay, we're gonna have to fix a few things. We're gonna have maintenance. If somebody moves out, we may have a vacancy for a little while, so we need to calculate that. We may have to fix the roof eventually, so let's put a budget in to save for that, and stuff like that. And then you subtract all that from what it would be, and at the end of it, you have your numbers at the bottom, and then you can see if it's a good deal or if it's not. And then you can start saying, okay, well, they're asking this price, it's not a good deal. What price do I have to buy this at for it to be a good deal? Now you can have no intention of ever purchasing this property, but just to get them reps in, just so you can start learning and practicing analyzing the deals that'll get you closer to developing that skill. So that's my recommendation there. Learn how to evaluate the deal. Learn how to do that. The third skill, and actually, this probably should come. This should be skill 2, and the last one skill 3, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but marketing. And I say this is it. How can I put this? It's not, I won't say a complete necessary skill to be a successful investor, because you have people that do that for you. You have wholesalers. If you could just network, again, this goes back to skill number 1. That's the most crucial. If you have relationships with people who do marketing, then you don't really have to worry about that. But here's the downside to that. If you are getting deals through a third party, a wholesaler, a real estate agent, or something like that, then you are missing out on a lot of money, because you got to understand that they are getting paid to bring you that deal. So let's say a wholesaler just made $10,000, or a real estate agent made $5,000, and that could have been money that was in your pocket if you just learned how to market, if you learned how to get in contact with people who are motivated to sell their properties, if you figure out and learn how to craft a message that will resonate with the person who's going through a tough situation. When you learn how to put yourself in front of those people who have these issues that they need solving, and then get them to contact you, if you're able to do that and you're able to master that, and there's so many different ways. You got, especially nowadays, direct mail has always been one of the number one ways of doing it. You have cold calling, you have text message, you have search engine optimization with your website. Get a website and just get traffic going to it. You have social media. You can run ads on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. What's the other one? Any of the social medias. You can do all of that stuff and be able to generate traffic and get people coming to you, and then you can cut out that middleman and increase your profits. And then also, even if that also puts you in a position where you can make more money, because if you don't want to be the person who actually buys it, you can be that person who to the other person who doesn't have the skills of marketing, because they're looking for a wholesaler or somebody to bring them this deal. And if you know how to market and find the deals, hey, you could be the person getting that $10,000 right there by selling it to somebody else who hasn't developed that skill. So I would behoove you, I think that's the right word, I would behoove you to go and learn how to market, learn the different ways of marketing, learn, and just pick one. That's kind of the key to a lot of stuff, is just to pick one to start out with. Eventually, you'll learn it, and then you'll start learning the adjacent skills to go along with it, but just pick one. So I know that's hard sometimes when you got a bunch of options. Just pick one and learn as much as you can about that. Become a master at that one, or at least proficient at it, so that you can be successful and see some level of success while doing it, and then you can start moving on to other ones and then get better. Again, resources for that, pretty much all the same ones that I've already said. Bigger Pockets to give you bigger pockets to answer like any question you have on real estate, period. But yeah, go to Bigger Pockets, look on YouTube. There's so many books. Go to your library. That's a great resource. Audible, just any, you can. And then there's, honestly, if you go to like meetups, meetup.com, this goes back to actually that skill number 1 too. I think all of these are probably going to keep coming back to skill number 1. If you go to like meetup.com or any of this stuff and just network, you could go to free events, webinars and stuff like that will give you that's on marketing, that's on search engine optimization. It shows you how to do direct mail and all this stuff, and it's perfectly free. And that'll give you a way for you to educate yourself on how to become good at marketing. Okay, the next skill we'll say is negotiation. That's huge, because everything, all of it, for you to get that deal, there's going to be some level of negotiation that goes on. And the difference in, the price you're going to get that property for is often contingent on how well you're able to negotiate. And the key to negotiation is finding how to make, let me rewrite this because I was about to say that wrong. It's finding finding out their needs. In sales, they got these things called features and benefits, features, advantages, and benefits, and stuff like that. So basically, of the feature of this stereo would be, has a 3.5 Dolby surround sound, something like that. But the advantages and the benefits is that you can have a movie theater like experience in your living room, and all your friends are going to be so impressed when they come over and you guys host the movie night or something like that. That's the benefit. That's what they're looking for. And when you're able to identify that benefit that they're getting from your offer, and you can tie that to what they need or what they desire or what their motivation is, then it's easier to negotiate, because now you're appealing to what their want is, opposed to you just saying, hey, here's my offer, take it or leave it. Or, you try to beat them down, or, to accept an offer or something like that. And this really goes to like anything, because really we negotiate everything. You're going to negotiate with sellers, you're going to negotiate with contractors, you're going to negotiate with vendors and all kind of stuff for services, and even with your employees and stuff. You're going to have to negotiate, or your employees, your partners, even your kids and stuff. You got to negotiate with people to get things done. So when you learn how to be able to craft an offer and present it in a way that is a win-win for people, and they're able to engage and say, okay, the reason I would take less of a price is because you're bringing me this value, or because you're able to show me how it's still beneficial for them and everybody's needs can be met. And again, let's go back to number one. It's all about your ability to create relationships and to build those relationships with people. Again, if people like you, they're more likely to do business with you. They're more likely to do deals with you. And a lot of times, and we're going to go to this next one, we're going to say this last skill, is a bonus one on top of negotiation. It's listening. Just listen. If you listen to people, they will tell you like almost everything. Listen to the words that they use. Listen to the tone of their voice. Listen to everything actively. And it's hard. It's really hard. And that's one of the biggest issues that people have, is that they're always when somebody's talking, they're always thinking about what they're going to say, or they may not be. The mind is just going elsewhere. They may zone out or whatever. So to actively listen is a huge valuable skill that you should practice. And when you master that, you can actually start listening and learning from what people are saying, and they're telling you what they want, because a lot of times people aren't going to tell you directly what they want. They're going to give you clues. And if you actively listen, you can hear, oh, they mentioned this. She's mentioned her mom 4 times, and we're not talking about anything that has to do with her mom. So obviously something about her mother is important. Family must be important, or her mother's care, or being close to her mother. This is important to her. Now how does this price play into, what can you do outside of the price that could be more appealing, so that she can stay close to her mother, or she can nurture that relationship with her mother, or whatever. And that's just an example. But the point is, people are always going to give you clues to the things that they are into. If you went over somebody's house and you look around and they got all kind of little statues and bobbleheads of baseball players and stuff, they don't have to tell you, hey, I'm really into baseball for that. You can see it, what I'm saying? You have to use your clues, and you listen to people's conversations and hear the things that they mention and reference, and you get a better idea of who they are and what's important to them, and then you can start catering to that and get things off of the actual price, or whatever the object of negotiation is. So listen. That is a critical skill. And let's see, I think that's 4.5. I think, what was I saying? People skills, analyzing deals, negotiation. Was that the third one? Marketing, negotiation, listening, and what's another skill? Honestly, if you could do those 4 things right there, 4.5, you honestly would be pretty set, and at least you have some pretty good momentum. I guarantee you can get some deals done. And because honestly, really, that's skill number 1. Become good at people. Learn how to bring value. I'll say, matter of fact, this is going to be the last one, and I'll let you go. And I don't know if this is a skill, but just learn. I don't know if learning is a skill. Actually, I think it is. You can learn how to learn better. But whatever the case is, learn as much as you can. And that way, you can be more valuable to people. And this kind of speaks to those other things, because now that when you know more stuff, when you have more knowledge, and even I'll say this, for example, like, when you're doing deals and negotiations, and several different investing techniques, and different exit strategies, how to do you can wholesale a house, you can fix and flip, you could do a rental, you could do a subject to, you could do a lease option, you can do whatever you can when you know all these different strategies and stuff like that, and you constantly are sharpening your sword, you can always take down and be more flexible under certain situations. So then after you put out your marketing, you start developing these relationships, and you come across this deal, and now you're at the negotiation table, and now you're listening, and you're hearing what they're saying, and you see that your offer that you're presenting them isn't what it's best for them, but you've learned other strategies of getting this deal done in a way that's more beneficial to them, and it's still profitable for you. And now you're able to add more value to that person, and you're able to get a deal done that you probably wouldn't have been able to get done. So I encourage you to always learn. And like I said, I don't know if that's a skill or not. We're going to say it's a skill. Learn the skill of learning, and enhance your knowledge constantly. And then also going back to the number 1, when you're networking and when you're talking with people, the more stuff that you know, the more people the more valuable you can be. And that's, if you think about that, those play off of each other, because if you know more stuff, you can bring more value to more people, and you can meet more people, and then that way it kind of keeps on perpetuating, giving you a bigger network, more people, more value, more money, more deals, more life, love, prosperity, and all that stuff. I think that's how it works. And that is pretty much all that I got for you. Let's recap. Become a people person. Learn people skills. Most crucial, most important skill in business and in investing. 2, learn how to underwrite deals, learn how to analyze deals, learn how to evaluate deals. Number 3, learn how to market to find these deals. Learn how to source, however that is, multiple different ways. Learn how to market. You're going to have to market, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, or anything in between. When you master the skill of marketing, you'll be successful in any business, no matter what. Number 4, learn how to negotiate. Learn how to talk to people, find a win-win-win solution for everybody, and be able to bring value to a person so that they are willing to give you a deal over somebody else, or just make the deal happen in general. And then 4.5, listen. That goes into tagged on to negotiate. Learn how to listen. That's going to make you a better negotiator, because you can actually know what people are looking for. And then 5.5, I guess, whatever. That is learn how to read faster, learn how to learn faster, learn how to consume knowledge in the best way. That's probably learning yourself is a great way of doing that, because people learn differently. Some people learn by Hearing, some people learn by seeing, some people learn by doing, some people, need a mixture of all the different ways. However, learn yourself, learn, and just keep growing in knowledge. And if you do that consistently over time, I would bet $1 million that you will see some success. If you're for real, not just faking. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you, my friends in my not Facebook. Why was I going to say Facebook? My YouTube family. I appreciate your time today. I pray that you be blessed in all your endeavors. And until next time, exercise your body, exercise your mind, exercise your spirit, and exercise your grind. I'm your brother. I'll see you next time. Yeah.